Alright, so the purpose of today's video is to give you a little introduction on LinkedIn. So once you log into LinkedIn, it's very similar to most social networking sites. You're going to have your home page, which is basically a feed of the most recent updates of the people that you're connected with. Now, LinkedIn's terminology is connections, just as friends would be for Facebook or followers would be for Twitter. And a lot of the functionality is the same. So you can share an update right here. It's going to be at the top of your page. You can also connect it with other social media platforms such as Twitter. And clicking share will actually submit that update and it will go out so all of your connections can see it as well. So scrolling through here, you're going to see all that activity again, like I said, of everyone that you're connected with. A few things at the top. Your home page is where we are now. Your profile is going to have a drop down, which is going to allow you to edit your own profile and see who's been viewing yours. Your network is basically going to depend on all the different networks that you're associated with within LinkedIn. They have the job functions and then interests as well, companies, groups, and influencers. You can also search for people, jobs, and companies right up here at the top, very similar to the way that Facebook works, and click on the search prompt and that'll help you, and then you have an advanced setting as well. Up here is going to have your messages. So this is going to be invitations. Invitations are people who want to connect with you, and then you have your standard messages below. Notifications, so this may be if somebody's recommended you or they've endorsed you, or some of the people that you have connected with, they have new connections of their own and you'd like to see who they've been connecting with, and maybe you have some of those same people that you know as well. And then you can add connections through email as well, so you can pull some of the email contacts that you have and actually see if they're on here or send them an invite. So up here at the top, you're going to also see a little thumbnail that's going to have your profile picture used, and it's going to give you some insight on your actual account and its settings. So this is where you can manage all of those other things. Again, to edit your profile, over here that drop down menu will allow you to do so. So you can change whatever it is that you'd like. You can add new things. There's constantly little updates here and there with LinkedIn, so you know, you can now add some of your work, some examples of the things that you've done into your profile, and then when you're done, you can always click done. So that being said, when you're going through here, a couple things that people ask often is, when it comes to notifications, what's a recommendation, what's an endorsement? So basically, an endorsement is somebody is saying that, yes, I agree this person has experience or a lot of know-how in a particular category that you filled out in your skills and expertise. So as you scroll down in your page, you're going to see your summary, you're going to see some of your experience in your professional life, and then down here is your skills and expertise. And then each one of these connections can actually endorse and basically support that you do know what you're doing in these particular skills sets. A recommendation is a little bit different, so that's a little more personalized. So that's when somebody's actually going to write about their experience with you and give a little more further insight. So oftentimes when somebody is endorsed or recommended you, it is nice to be able to try to go back and do the same for them. Recommendations do take a little bit more time, and so it is nice to, you know, if someone's doing that for you, to help them out and see if there's something that you can recommend or provide more insight for their connections on some of the things that you may have had personal experience with dealing with that particular professional. Endorsements, they have it set so you can basically click on one of your connections and endorse them. So let's just kind of show you how that's done. Okay, so in order to endorse somebody, I'm here on one of my connections page, and I can scroll down to her skills and expertise, and you're going to see that there is a little plus sign next to her skills. So I do know I've done networking with Amy, and now I've just endorsed her. So it's as simple as that. I also know that she does a lot of great work with property and casualty insurance. So right there you can see that my profile image is showed up in her endorsements, and it's as easy as that to endorse somebody. Again, like I said, with recommendations, you're actually going to have to type one in, and it's going to take a little bit more time, but there is a little more value into the recommendations. So that can give you some insight on some of the activity that you will be seeing when you're on your LinkedIn profile and how you can connect with others. Alright, and then one last thing I want to show you is, in order to expand your connection and reach, if you want to go to your homepage like I've done already, one thing that you'll see up here is people that you may know. And these are people that, based on the algorithms within LinkedIn, they've seen that you have maybe multiple shared connections with some of these people, or you may have gone to the same university or had worked at a similar place in the past, and you can actually click through and invite them to connect with you. So that's a great way to increase your sphere of influence through LinkedIn, and it's something that we highly recommend that you take the time to go through and do, especially when we're going to be providing and posting rich content for you on this site.